Okay, so good morning, all of you, and this is Mr. Peter Titus. And yesterday we have discussed the summary of this poem. So today I'm going to discuss with you poem number 10, The Tale of Costard the Dragon. So by Ogden Nash. इनके द्वारा ये लिखे गए हैं और मैं कल इसका समरी भी आपको बताया था. So yesterday I told you the summary, and today we are going to discuss stanza wise. So if anyone is newly watching this video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. So this is Mr. Pizatitis from Salem classes and teacher of DCS International School and DCS College. So let's explain or let's read these stanzas. So one by one stanza we will discuss, and already previous lecture that was delivered for the um, summary. Blinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a relio, a trollio little pet dragon. In the beginning of stanza of the poem, the character of the poem are introduced. They are Belinda, who lived in a little white house with her pets and wagons. Her pets include a black kitten, a little grey mouse, a little yellow dog, and a little dragon. So, what the animals she was possessing, and the animals that were adopted by her as for the pet animals, that's here described. Okay, here we may see that description. Second paragraph. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. But the dragon was covered, and she called him Costard. So here we may see that the name of the other animals. Okay, so usually when there is pet animals, okay, we give different name to them, and say that we can say at the same time there is a the dog we can say it tiger, and we can say it Peter, you can say it Johnson, like the same way. And we have a pet dog Peach, her name is Kelly. So whenever we adopt some animal or tame some animals, so we may give different names to them, and that is that is also something good. So here we can see that Belinda called her little black kitten as Ink, and her little grey mouse was called Blink. The color of the dog was sharp and yellow as mustard. Her dragon was called Costard. Okay, he was not brave like other pet, but a coward. So all the animals, they were very, they were really very powerful and enthusiastic. They don't fear to anybody, but according to Blinda, she thinks that that animal, which was the dragon, she was always fearing, even though its body size is very big, and even other animals supposed to fear him. Okay, but he fears to everybody. So that is uh, the difference of the dragon. Okay, so third stanza. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and the scales underneath and Relio Trollio dragged on his toes. The stanza describes the dragon Custard physical appearance. He carried all the features of a dragon that could make him powerful, scary, and brave. Means everything is there. What there should be, that should be powerful, and that should be brave. It had big sharp teeth and a spike on its back that could easily scare anyone away. Okay, if anyone see the teeth of it, so automatically they would fear. So Costard also had the ability to spite fire, or which makes his mouth like a fireplace, and thus his nose become a chimney. We may see the photo that when there is dragon, so from its mouth a flame of fire that comes out, okay, and from its nose there is a smoke come out. Nose is just like a chimney, and mouth is just like a fireplace. Such kind of a huge and dangerous animal here becomes coward. Okay, coward means fearful. His toes were so pointed and sharp that could cut anything. Okay, so his toes that is really very powerful, and that can accord to anything. Belinda was as probe as barrel full of beers and ink and blink lying down the stairs. Mustard was brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard cried for a nice safe case. The stanza describes all the members of houses. Blinda's brave many pair combined together into one. If many pair combine together in one, and the strength will be like that way. Blinda also very strengthy, Blinda also very strengthy. Ink and blink had the power to chase away someone as strong as a lion. Brinda's dog bravery is compared to that of a tiger, but Custard was just opposite of his physical appearance. He was not at all proud, but he always looked for a nice, safe case. He was not that was broad, okay, and he always look the nice safe case, even though his body part is very huge, even though it's it has a lot of power, lot of energy, and it can scare to others, but it is a scareful animal. It is a scareful animal. Scareful animal. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, drink, and mustard. They rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in a little red wagon at the Relio Trollio cowardly dragon. You know, if we see anybody is fearing and like shy nature, So we always um, make fun and make joke to him or her. Like the same way, here it's happening. Okay, here is happening. Belinda tickle the dragon quite cruelly to make it laugh. The dragon was named an Percival by ink, blink, and mustard. Seeing the dragon react to tickling made all of them laugh, and they laughed sitting in the wagon at the uh, cowardly dragon. So, as I told you, if we feel that somebody is, hearing too much such way, we make fun to him or her, and we make to joke him and her. So let's look paragraph number, stanza number 6. Brenda giggled till she shocked the house, and blinks at Vic, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age when Custard cried for a nice safe case. So Brenda laughed at a lot at the dragon. Okay, it is true. And it happens when you see a coward person, we laugh at him or her. She laughed so loudly that it happens that the house was shaking due to her laughter. She laughed, with the high speech, and due to that, the house seems to shaken. Big, which is the giggling sound of the mouse, or ink and mustard asked the dragon's age, to make fun of him as he always behaved like a kid. But Costard the dragon only wanted a nice safe cage for himself. Okay, so here we see that even other the animals laughing at her. Okay, so it seems to be weak rather than the other animals like the dog, cat, and others were there. So, but anyhow, it is also staying, and it always search a small and a nice safe case. So in between what happens there, suddenly, paragraph stanza number 7, suddenly they hear a noise, sound, and mustard growled, and they all looked around, and milk cried ink, and oh, cried Linda, for there was a pirate climbing on the window. Okay, so in this way, all they were joking and all they were mocking. All they were joking and all they were mocking to her, to Costard. So a pirate. There is a sound. Okay, there is a sound. What was the sound? So we may read this, explain. So when all the members of the family were busy making fun of Custard, suddenly there came an unpleasant sound from the house. Mustard the dog and growled and looked around it for the sound. Ink cried, Meuch, and Brenda cried, Oh, when they all saw the pirate climbing on the window of the house to rob it. That window, a pirate is going to enter for robbing of that family. So, how strength it was. The pirate was so strength and it had something weapons. What was the open weapons? Let me read for you. So paragraph number 8. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth uh, cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Okay, the pirate looked very dangerous. It was not simple, but it looked very very dangerous. He was carrying many weapons with him. He had a pistol in both his hand. He also held a sharp blade between his teeth. He had black beard and a wooden leg. His looks and gesture made it quite clear that he meant to harm the house and the people living in it. When a stealer or a thief, when he wants to enter the house, he always ready to enter the house with weapons. Like the same way the pirate came here and he also and he also carried a lot of weapons that with the weapons he could make the family members fearful and would rob. So, like the same way, he also doing here. Blinda, stanza number 9. Blinda played and she cried, "Help, help!" But Mustard fled with terrified yelp. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little mouse blinked and strategically and a mouse hold. So listen. So if we see here, when the animals have seen to the pirate, all the bravery has been gone down. Okay, so previous they were showing that they were something, eh? They were something, and they are something. But now, when they have seen the pirate, so they began to fly, they began to run, and they began to hide themselves in different places. When Binda looked the pirate, she turned pale with fear and cried loudly for help. All her brave pet fled from the place. Mustard cried and ran away. Ink silently went to the bottom of the house and Blink very smartly disappeared in a mouse hole, leaving Blinda all alone. Blinda was always praising to other animals except her custard dragon. But now we see the other animals, run away and left her alone there. Hmm? Left her alone there. So in this way, what happens there? There is something interesting. So that is beyond of our and Blinda's imagination. So let's look stanza number 10. But up jumped Costard, snoring like an engine, clasped his tail like iron in a dragon, with a clatter and a clang and jingling scream. He went at the pirate like a raven at a worm. So here we see that everybody run away, but the dragon it shows its courage and its strength. So what he did here then? When all the pets hide themselves, it was the coward dragon Custard was come to their rescue. He jumped in front of the pirate and made a huge sound like engine. In anger, he moved his tail and made a clattering sound like an iron and a rod striking the wall of a pigeon in a dungeon, making all this dragon sound. He followed the pirate like a raven who follows a want to eat it. Now he has shown his strength. Okay, he has shown his strength. Usually, sometimes we think somebody is very weak, he cannot do anything else. But remember, at the same time, we may found that he is very strongest. Sometimes the people to whom we are mocking, sometimes the people to whom we are joking, they appear at the same time very proud and Hana, and also very strength. So let's look stanza number 11. The pirate grabbed at Brinda's dragon and grabbed some uh, grog from his pocket Flangon. He fired two bullets, but they didn't hit, and Costard and he belt him every bite. So here the pirate has done something to harm Custard, but nothing happened. He fired two bullets, but that was not a hit to him. Hmm. The pirate was shocked to see Brinda's dragon. He gaped at him and drank some wine from a bottle that he carried in his pocket. The pirate then took out his pistol and fired two bullets at Custard, but he failed to hit him, and Custard was unharmed. Then Custard allowed the whole of the pirate without leaving any trace of him. So both of them fought, okay, but the pirate couldn't harm to him. The pirate couldn't harm to him, and finally, the dragon victory over the pirate. So, stanza number 12. Blinda embraced him, mustard liked him, licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in a glee did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. Everyone was surprised to see Custard eating the pirate. You know? Actually, it was something very, amazing and something very surprising that to whom they were thinking once a coward, but now see here the Custard eating the pirate. There was joy all over the house. Brenda embraced him to express her gratitude for saving everyone. Mustard licked the dragon to show his love. Everyone celebrated the death of pirate. They're all happy. Ink and Blink started dancing around the dragon out of happiness. Eh? Some animals that began to dance, and there is a great celebration also. But presently, stanza number 13, but presently, up struck little dog mustard. I would have been twice as brave if I hadn't been floated and up spoke ink and up spoke blink. Would have been three times as brave we think. And the Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is brave then. me. After the pirate incident, it was quite clear who was broke and who was covered. But Mustard gave an excuse for his cowardice and said that he would have been twice as broke as Custard if he had not got nervous. But the pirate came, Ink and Blink said that they would have been thrice as broke as the dragon. They started giving an excuse for their running away. The humble dragon accepted that he was most coward. Everyone was brought him. Here, when all the incident and happened, so then they wanted to show their property. They want to say that if I supposed to be three, I supposed to be threes twice strength more than him. If I wouldn't do that, if I didn't feel that, something like they were saying. Okay, when something happened, always people say that I supposed to do that, I supposed to make that, but reality is something different. So anyway, the dragon here doesn't claim that he is so powerful, and he says it's okay, no problem, and that everybody is braver than me. It doesn't matter. See, it doesn't say anything else. Brenda still lives in her little white house. Stanza number 14. Brenda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and a Trolio, little pet dragon. Okay, so this stanza explanation are that is same like stanza number one. So that is why there is no need to explain it. So 15 number, Brinda is as broke as a barrel full of beers and ink and blink charge lying down the rats Mustard is as broad as tiger in is, but Costard kept crying for a nice safe case. So here we can see that the Costard can keep in a nice safe case. Means even though it was fought with bravery, and after fighting and after death of the pirate, everybody were celebrating, and at the same time, Costard went to stay and he cried and also he says the safe case. So okay, so this was the explanation of the poem. I hope you have understood it very clearly. So anyway, so if you have any required, just make a comment to me. Thank you. May God bless you.